Hey guys, here with a new video. This is gonna be my WrestleMania 30 reaction and the results. Hope you can see me good. I'm using a new phone, so hope it's good quality. I'm still trying to learn how to use it. If you hear any noise, it's my little brothers. So, alright. WrestleMania 30 was a shocker. If you, I'm gonna get into it when the video's over. Okay, so also my battery's about to die, so yeah, I'm gonna get it too fast. I'm watching The Office. Okay, so first match was the Usos, Real Americans, Los Matadors, and Ryback. I didn't see it because it was a WWE Network exclusive. So hold on one second. Yeah, I didn't see it because it's a WWE Network exclusive, and I thought you could watch it during with the pay-per-view, but because I don't have the network. So I read that it was like elimination. Los Matadors got eliminated first, then Ryback. So then Usos won, like I predicted, and then the Real Americans started having an argument. So I heard Cesaro did the Cesaro swing on Swagger, and they kind of broken up. So yeah, Usos won. Started the pay-per-view. You have Hulk Hogan coming out, and which talk about him being the host of WrestleMania. Then you have Stone Cold coming out, and then talking, and they were talking about WrestleMania and stuff like that. Then you had The Rock come out, and you have the three faces of the WWE from the past: Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and The Rock. It was a good moment. In the end, they all did their catchphrases, and it was a good moment in for like wrestling history, especially at WrestleMania 30. First match was Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Winner goes on to the main event, joins Randy Orton and Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship title match. Bryan was injured in the match. Like he already had his shoulder taped up because of that attack Triple H gave him like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Very good match. Triple H beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan, but Triple H definitely lost. Yeah, I'll just put the button down there. Yeah, Triple H definitely lost the match. And what ended up happening was Stephanie got in the ring. Stephanie was on ringside with them. Started slapping Daniel Bryan in the face. And then Triple H took advantage and Bryan wasn't paying attention to him and gave him like a chair shot. He got a chair and just hit him on his shoulder. So Daniel Bryan was going to he was already wounded. He was going to be even more wounded going into the title match. And Triple H's entrance was really nice. He wore the skull, the gold skull thing he has. If you remember his last DVD that came out, the collection of Triple H. On the cover was a gold skull mask. That was the one he was wearing. It was a nice entrance, and Stephanie was the one that introduced him. Then Bryan came out to his normal thing. He had a nice attire. Second match was The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. Very short match. There's always a short match at WrestleMania. Shield won quickly. They came out and they had a new attire and stuff. They looked cool. Then it was the Battle Royal. Christian was in the match, so they replaced him with Cesaro, I assume. The final four was Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, Big Show, and Cesaro. Sheamus and Del Rio eliminate. They both got eliminated at the same time. It was down to a Big Show and Cesaro. And Big Show was wearing his one sleeve singlet that he used to wear. It was obviously he was wearing it to pay tribute to Andre the Giant. That's what Andre used to wear. Cesaro, out of nowhere, picked up Big Show, just like how Hogan picked up Andre the Giant back at their WrestleMania match. It looked pretty much the same thing. He picked him up, threw him over the top rope. Cesaro won the Battle Royal and has the Andre the Giant trophy. Good moment, big moments for Cesaro. Very happy he won. I was actually going for Big Show because I think Big Show deserved it. I still think he does deserve that trophy, but it was a good moment. And Cesaro, I think Cesaro's face now, a good guy. So that's a good moment for Cesaro, and yeah, congratulations to him. Then you had John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Match was okay. Could have been a little bit better. Bray was, being weird. His entrance was really nice. He had the person that sings his theme song. I'm not sure what it's called. Come out and did some weird dancing thing before. This woman came out and danced. like freaky, and yeah, it was like a little creepy entrance, but it was cool. Cena came out to his normal stuff, no special entrance for Cena, and yeah, it was a weird, it was like a weird match because Cena was trying to like not over, like he was like over beating him up, I guess, and Bray was like beat me like a monster like that. It was kind of weird. And John Cena won the match, and I actually predicted Bray to win, so I was wrong about that. Next match was, I'm trying to remember all the matches that were in main events. Okay. Next match was The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. The match was pretty slow, and I understand because Undertaker's getting older. You know, and it was kind of slow. And the match, I was not as into it, you know, until the end, like everybody else was. If you guys didn't see the pay-per-view and you haven't heard, because I'm pretty sure when this is uploaded, most wrestling fans heard what happened. Brock Lesnar hit Undertaker with 3 F5s. The first 2 he kicked out, and the last one, The Undertaker didn't kick out, and Brock Lesnar won. The Undertaker's streak is broken. The shock in my face and every other fan's face could just speak for itself. It's all over the internet now. The Undertaker lost at WrestleMania. I was completely shocked. I could not believe it. Didn't feel real, to be honest. Like, you don't think it's real, but it happened. Like, as a wrestling fan, for watching wrestling for several years, I've been watching wrestling. You know, the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak is like a special moment. You know, one time a year you see Undertaker defend his streak, and you always predict him to win. There's been times I didn't think he was gonna win, but this year I was kind of confident he was gonna win. Most fans were like, you know, even though it is Brock Lesnar, you know, Brock Lesnar's dangerous. You don't think it's actually gonna beat him, and he beat him. I was completely shocked. The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar conquered, like, you know, Paul Heyman says, he conquers everything. He conquered becoming champion when he first started in WWE, conquered winning the Royal Rumble, conquered going to UFC and winning the UFC Heavyweight Championship, and it came back to WWE, and he conquered the streak. The Undertaker's Brock Lesnar is going down in history as the guy that defeated the Undertaker, no doubt about it. But the Undertaker's streak was legendary, something no one's ever gonna do. I don't think anybody will ever have a streak like he did. 21 WrestleManias in a row without losing until now. It was obvious in this whole match that Undertaker was tired. He barely got up. At this moment when I'm making the video, so I have some friends of mine they think that the Undertaker was supposed to kick out, but maybe he got out of breath. Of course, I'll read more into that, you know, later on. But I don't know anything yet like that. But that I know of, the Undertaker maybe was supposed to lose. Now there's like, the only reason Undertaker was wrestling really is because of that, of his streak. He only wrestled like once or twice a year, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, he's getting older. I mean, I really wanted Undertaker to retire with undefeated at WrestleMania, but it didn't happen. Yeah, it's just something that you wish never happened, and it did. It's, you know, it's hard to describe what you feel when you watch it, especially if you were there live. I can't imagine how you react when you're there live with everybody that's a wrestling fan watching it. The reaction, everybody's mouth was wide open like this. I was like that. I got out of my seat just reacting to Undertaker losing. I couldn't say anything. I was speechless. I just looked at my mom. My mom watches wrestling with me also, and you know, we're in shock. And I couldn't, you know, it's just like a lot. There's too much to say in one video. So I'm gonna continue. Next match was the Divas Battle Royal. It was like a Divas, Vicky Guerrero's Divas match. First pinfall wins. It was a whole bunch of Divas. AJ won. She made Naomi tap out. Nobody cared about this match because of what happened before. Because that match was right after the Undertaker's. Nobody cared. Then you had Randy Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. At this moment, I'm like, Daniel Bryan has to win in order, because Undertaker lost. You want to have the fans go home happy, you have to have Daniel Bryan win the match. So during the match, Bryan was getting beat up. He was already hurt. He went into the match really hurt. During the match, I think he was going for the yes lock on Randy Orton, and Triple H, Stephanie, and Scott Armstrong, the referee that did the fast count on him when it was Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton at Night Champions, where Bryan won the match, got fast because the referee was fast counting him, and then Bryan got screwed the next night and got his title stripped away from him. So that referee came out. I'm not sure what happened to the other referee, and they tried to screw Bryan. Batista took advantage, gave him the Batista bomb. Bryan kicked out. Bryan then, I think he threw out Batista, and he went for the suicide dive on Triple H, Stephanie, and Scott Armstrong. So they all left. What happened was Triple H brought a sledgehammer. Daniel Bryan grabbed it. I think he hit Batista with it, or he hit Triple H. I'm not sure who he hit with, but Daniel Bryan got the sledgehammer and hit somebody with it. So Stephanie, Triple H, and Scott Armstrong all leave. Randy Orton and Batista take advantage and attack Bryan. They both get him. They both put him up on the announce table, and it's a Batista RKO. Randy Orton in the air caught after Batista caught Dan Bryan's head and RKO'd him, and they broke into an announce table. And Randy Orton landed on one of the monitors. Like looked like it hurt him. He was bleeding in the back. Stretcher came out. Bryan was being taken away. Randy Orton and Batista still wrestling. Bryan is by the ramp and he doesn't want to leave, so he gets out of the stretcher, continues wrestling. He gets speared by Batista. So what ends up happening is, it's like a lot to say, but I don't want to make this video too long. I think it is long already. What ends up happening is Batista goes for the Batista bomb on Randy Orton. Randy Orton, he hits it. Daniel Bryan comes out of nowhere, running knee, hits the yes lock, or applies the yes lock on Batista. Batista taps out. Daniel Bryan's the new champion. Good moment. Bryan's been so much in his, ever since August SummerSlam, and it's a good moment for him to finally be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And that's the end of the pay-per-view. Ended with Bryan's celebration. He's finally champion. Tomorrow's Raw is going to be really good. Yeah, it's something I recommend you all watch Raw tomorrow. And, unfortunately, a very sad moment in WWE. Undertaker losing. I'm going to have to rewatch that because I was in shock. And Bryan won. So I'm going to give this pay-per-view 5 out of 5 just because of those two moments. Witnessing Undertaker lose and witnessing Daniel Bryan finally become champion. That's all for the video. Let me know what you thought of WrestleMania. Please leave in the comments what you thought of the Undertaker losing. Do you think it was on purpose, or you think it happened by mistake that he lost? Do you think, of course, I know most people are happy Bryan won. I'm happy. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Later, guys.